Good morning everyone. Today I would like to read an article titled Why Reading Book is Important for Learning English. Reading is of the most effective and enjoyable ways to improve our English skill. Many students believe that speaking is the most important part of learning English. Others think listening to the key to become fluent. Well, both speaking and listening are very important. Reading also play a significant role. Through reading, we can improve our vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, writing, critical thinking, and overall confidence in using English. In today's world, English has become an international language. People use English to communication with others from different countries. English is also used in education, business, skill, technology, and entertainment. Because of this, learning English has become an important goal for many students. However, learning a language is not always easy. It requires time, effort, patience, and regular practice. One simple habit that can make a big difference is reading books. Reading books also us to learn English in a natural way, in terms of memorizing hundreds of vocabulary words without context. We see how words are as in real sentences. This helps us student the meaningful of the word more easily. When we read regularly, we begin to recognize common expression, sentence pattern, and grammar structure. Little by little, English becomes more familiar to us. One of the greatest benefits of reading books is improving vocabulary. Every book introduction us to new words. Some words might appear many times, while others are completely new. When we meet some word repeatedly, it becomes easier to remember. We also learn different meanings of the same word depending on the context. For example, the word like can describe something that is not healthy, or it can refer to brightness. Learning vocabulary too. Reading is often more effective than simple studying a word list. A vocabulary list tells us the meaning of a word, but reading shows us how the word is actually used. We can notice with preposition follow certain verb, which adjectives are commonly used with certain noun, and how native speakers express their idea. This skill of learning is more meaningful because it connects vocabulary with real communication. Reading also improves grammar. Many students think grammar is difficult because there are also many rules to remember. However, reading helps us understand grammar without always thinking about the rules. As we read, we repeatedly see examples of correct grammar. We notice how English sentences are formed, how tests are asked, and how ideas are connected. After reading many books, we began to develop a natural feeling for correct English. This makes writing and speaking much easier. Another important benefit is better pronunciation. Some people may wonder how reading can improve pronunciation because reading is usually done silent. The answer is simple. We can read aloud. Reading aloud helps us practice the pronunciation of individual words, sentence stress, and intonation. It also trains our minds to practice English more thoroughly. When we combine reading with listening to native speakers, we can compare our pronunciation with theirs and continue improving. Pronunciation is especially important because clear pronunciation helps other people understand us. We don't need to sound exactly like a native speaker, but we should try to pronounce words correctly. Reading alone every day, even for just 15 or 20 minutes, can improve our confidence and speaking ability. Reading book also strengthens our writing skill. Good writing are usually good reading. When we read different kinds of book, we learn how author organize their idea. We observe how they write introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. We learn how to connect ideas smartly as transition words such as however, therefore, for example, in addition, and finally. This expression make our writing more organized and easier to understand. See that improving language skill, reading also develop critical thinking. Book often present different idea, opinion, and expression. While reading, we ask a question, compare information, and think about the author message. This process helps us become more thoughtful learning. In terms of accepting everything immediately, we learn to analyze information carefully. Critical thinking is an important skill not only for learning English but also for success in universities and future career. Reading books also increase our knowledge about the world. Through books, we can learn about history, skill, culture, education, technology, and many other topics. We can travel to different countries without leave our home. We can understand different culture and way of life. In addition, reading can reduce stress. University students often feel busy because they have assessment, presentation, and many responsibilities. Reading a good book for a short time each day can help us relax. It gives our minds a chance to rest while still learning something useful. Many people think that reading before going to bed helps them feel calm and sleep better. There are many kinds of books that English learning can enjoy. Some students like novels because they tell interesting stories. Others prefer biography because they learn about successful people life. Some enjoy crime book, while others like story of self-improving book. Children books are also excellent for beginners because they are simple language and clear sentence structure. The most important thing is choosing a book that matches our English level and our interests. Today, English has made reading easier than ever. We can read written book, a book, online article, digital magazine, and education website. Many applications also provide distraction that allow us to check unfamiliar words immediately. Audiobooks are another as result because we can read while listen to a native speaker. This combination helps improve pronunciation, listening, and reading at the same time. Even though technology offers many advantages, printed books still have their own benefit. Many people feel more focused when reading a physical book because there are fewer distractions. On the other hand, digital books are convenient because we can carry hundreds of books on one device. But formats are useful and students can choose which will help them learn best. Building an reading habit does not have to be difficult. We can begin by reading for just 15 or 20 minutes every day. We should choose topics that generally interest become because enjoyable books are easy to finish. Reading with friends can also make learning more enjoyable. We can discuss books together, ask questions, and share new vocabulary. Join an English reading club or participation in classroom discussion give us more opportunity to ask the language actively. Reading does not have to be a lonely activity. It can become a fun experience when shared with others. As English learning, we should remember that process takes time. One of become fluent overnight. Every page we read, every word we learn, and every sentence we understand bring us one step closer to our goal. In conclusion, reading book is an excellent habit for anyone who wants to learn English. It improves vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, writing, and reading comprehension, critical thinking, and confidence. It also expands our knowledge, reduces stress, and helps us communication more effective. Whether we choose print book or digital book, the important thing to read consistent. If we make reading a daily habit, we will gradually become better English learning and more confident English speaker. Thank you very much for listening. I hope the article encourage all of to read more book and continue improve our English every day.